talking about Onin?
Is that's who it is?
I was like trying to figure out who you're talking about. I was like, Thor's dead. Oh, that's Onin.
You're so right. It is Onin. You're right. Why did I think it was? Why did I think it was Onin?
All good. No worries.
A little Freudian slip there, but we'll see how this set goes. Hyperkirby versus Onin. Top 96, winner's side. So even if you do lose this, you still got a chance. But here comes the jab from Steve. That's going to be an effective tool in dealing with Roy, especially in these early percents.
Yeah, and also want to be looking at that up tilt. Those are the two main combo starters outside of grab. I mean, it's Steve. He's got a combo starter. He's got more combo starters than anybody else in the game.
Yeah. I mean, so many tools of the trade here. Hyperkirby making effective use of Roy's early percent combos, though. There's an up air into fair. Plenty of damage here. Onin rather, swinging with that pickaxe. Does have the iron tools available, so he'll tack on a little bit more damage. We're still looking for resources, though.
Yeah, I like to talk about Steve in multiple phases. Like, he's sort of a boss fight.
Yeah.
Right now, we're in phase 1. He's got, you know, like, relatively basic tools, doesn't have a whole ton of iron, you know, and he's mostly just chilling, trying to get, you know, his resources built up. And then eventually, once Steve gets rid of all of those dirt blocks, that's when Onin can really make use of these stone blocks, and they're a lot harder to break. It's a lot worse for most of these characters to deal with.
Yeah. Hyperkirby's been doing a good job of managing the resources that Steve possesses, though. You can see only one iron as it was just used by the minecart, and actually catching the roll in after the disadvantage state from that jab. Good recognition from Hyperkirby to go for the punish after the defensive option, but Onin fires right back.
Yeah, and a big notable thing about when Hyperkirby got that stock was got the stock before the diamond was mined up on that. And that is a huge diff in terms of how the second stock is going to go. Just means you get that many more neutral interactions with Steve. Yep. Not that there's very many in the first place, but hey, one more is always a boon.
Yeah, very important. Only 2 iron to Onin's name right now as Hyperkirby finds an up air to back air, utilizing these Roy combinations to effect. Down tilt tech chase, that's the car crash as he slams into him with a dash boosted F tilt. And Hyperkirby is playing this matchup to a T, Jet.
Yeah, playing incredible so far. Very impressive. Be playing somebody who's that big, and we see that down smash I was talking about. Oh, caught me coming off a rival's block, but yeah, the down smash. The down smash is such a good way of setting out on stage. Yeah.
Yeah. Shout outs to rivals, but we're not doing rivals right now. This is Smash Ultimate, baby, because we got Minecraft Steve and Roy on the screen. Hyperkirby still an advantage for the moment and keeping these tools at a minimum. Onin trying to get some materials. And we should have a chance to mine some here, but only 2 iron to their name. Building up that wall, trying to stop Hyperkirby's aggressiveness here, but he seems like a force that cannot be stopped.
Yeah, inexorable pressure coming out from Hyperkirby as another fair breaks through the wall. The minecart does get some breathing room for Onin, and that is a diamond mined up. Not quite crafted yet, though, and just going to send out there, but I mean, I'm surprised Onin didn't use that time to craft up the diamond, but not going to matter. Great use of that, and still is just going to be able to craft up the diamond, build up a bunch of wall, and keep some extra resources to boot.
Ooh, bouncing off that block, not able to punish the up B, just narrowly missing that F tilt.
I think that was supposed to be a pivot cancel F tilt.
Oh, the single hit there, as quick as a wink, and you missed it, Jet. Confirms into that up tilt, and Hyperkirby is playing excellently thus far. You got 1 on Onin, but you got to take 2 more. That's the thing. This is a final boss. It works in phases, like you said. We're entering phase 2 now.
Yeah, phase 2 of Onin. Let's see if they have what it takes, and we're going to go on to Battlefield. Normally considered quite a good stage for Roy, but I assume we might see a little bit more of some platform camping coming out of Onin.
Yeah. Could be possible. Might see a slowdown of the pace here. I mean, I feel like Onin tried to slow down the pace, but Hyperkirby wasn't really allowing that. He was kind of playing in his face a lot of the time and avoiding some of these classic cheese things that Steve goes for in the minecart and some of these grabs that he can find. And I feel like Hyperkirby's been avoiding a lot of the Steve stuff, and here comes the up air train, 54%. What an optimal punish from Hyperkirby here.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. This stage so good for Roy if given the opportunity to get a big opening like that. But let's see what Steve can do. Answer 53? Back 53. Sorry, Roy's punish game is simply better than Steve's. That's
I don't know about that.
The numbers don't lie. The numbers don't lie.
I don't know. They might lie a little bit.
True.
You know, they say Melee never lies, but Ultimate sure does.
Yep. Let's see what we're going to opt for. I think one of the big reasons you like this stage for Steve is the fact that Onin can set up
yes.
on that side platform with the TNT, but we haven't quite seen the opportunity for it just yet. Just opting for
okay.
No punish here.
All right, here comes the Nares as well. Finds 2 for his troubles. 2 is good enough, though, here for Hyperkirby because we do have the stock lead. But once again, you see the play style of Hyperkirby in full force. He is really just smothering Steve to ensure that they cannot get any extra materials. Look at the material bar right now, Jet. No iron, barely any blocks remaining. It just speaks to how aggressive Hyperkirby is being.
Yeah, just you feel so forced to constantly be fighting, and Hyperkirby is choosing the interactions well, but the back air will catch you out eventually.
Snuck that one in. Bounced off the block into the up tilt. Good recognition there from Hyperkirby. Onin trying to find their way back to stage. Does have the diamond and the gold available, but these up airs seem like an inevitability as they keep connecting. Finally, a back air gives Onin some respite, but we need to get some materials. We need to get some tools. We need to get this diamond rolling. Hyperkirby still pressing the advantage. Finally, Onin gets some space.
Yeah, and the diamond tools allow you to mine a little bit quicker. Catches the tech in, just like last time, but this time, no big punish.
No.
Yeah. Sometimes your head bonks on the wall and you do not get what you want.
It was the iron brick.
It's
too hard to go through.
Yeah, that's a hard head, but not hard enough.
Yeah. Fortunately, the Blazer can't get through that. Jab is not going to set at the correct angle. Recognizes that and doesn't even go for the back air after the fact. Onin actually tried to get a reset there after the forward air. Diamond has broken the parry on the down smash. Well, the counter rather, but that was an excellent choice from Hyperkirby. I like the Blazer out of shield as well. Quick 21. Get off me with that super armor.
It looks so good right now from Onin, though. Just a big percent lead. Still has enough mats to make things going. But actually, no, the mats have just run out. Let's see if Hyperkirby can keep this pressure up in a way that's safe enough. Because part of the thing is keeping the pressure while being safe, but trying to contest the tech on the wall. Very dangerous. And now these short hop auto cancel bears.
Not a lot of materials, though. Lining up a little bit. The diamond pickaxe has broken. We're going to go for the gold. Finds another diamond immediately on, and your luck is ridiculous. Dash boosted up tilt, going to connect, though. Doing a little bit more damage. I think he wanted to throw him into the block.
I was thinking the grab was going to come out.
Didn't quite connect it, though. Mine carting back to center. Anvil dropped. Forward air, noodle hit. Going to do some damage here as Hyperkirby is playing a lot safer now. You see him spacing his aerials. That's why we're getting more weak hits.
Yeah. Just setting him once again. The down smash catches the air dodge, but it's the wrong direction, so still a chance to come back. Down tilts are out.
Careful. We have to make it way back, but he air dodges to the block, utilizing Steve's. That grab behind him. No, that was some bull crap. The block.
It didn't land quite on it. And Onin takes that game too, but man, really seemed like Hyperkirby was pulling out all the stops for that recovery. I like the ideas, but
nah, that was some Looney Tunes stuff.
Looney Tunes.
Come on, Jet.
It's Steve. What do you expect? Come on.
The grab goes behind him. The block breaks just in time.
The grab is a projectile.
Wile E. Coyote.
It's a projectile, so therefore it can go in any direction.
This Mickey Mouse character, bro. No, I'm kidding. Good stuff to Onin.
I mean, we're in the right place for a Mickey Mouse character. Here in Orlando, Florida.
Onin recognizing the tools that he has in his possession and using them to effect. A good game number 3 we have on our hands here, Jet, as we both have 1 game apiece.
Yeah, they're both, getting some good openings so far in this set. But for now, Onin does 56%, which is the exact same amount that Hyperkirby did in the last time when he got a combo. So I think it's about even punish game here for
I mean,
Roy and Steve.
Not all things are created equal. As you can see, Steve, one of the best characters in the game by far. Roy no slouch, but man, that pickaxe does hurt as Hyperkirby loses their first stock to Onin.
They should give Roy minecart.
Here comes the jabs. I think they should give Roy. I was like commentary posting, and you just say they should give Roy that. Like no. Roy's an honest boy.
Yeah. Well, he's honestly getting his pants kicked in right now.
At the moment, yes. Unfortunately, it is looking pretty rough for Hyperkirby. They're trying to find their way back into this game, but Onin's onslaught is just never ending at the current moment. Finally, a Blazer will get this Steve off, but 3 whole stocks to go if you're Hyperkirby. What can we do here, Jet?
Yeah, this might be a go next angle Like, you know, sometimes you're down that bad. You have to make something big happen. But when you do get the momentum going in your favor, that is when you have to keep the pressure on. Sometimes people are like, okay, I'm behind, so I have to play more safe.
Oh, no.
And other times people are like, I'm behind, so I have to play more aggressive. You kind of got to play more aggressive when you're playing Roy like this. And yeah, but the up smash is not going to matter. You jumped in on Steve, and he read it. Magma Block is here, and it explodes you.
Well, phase 3 activated here for Onin as we move on to game number 4.
Also, don't pick PS2 again, please, for the love of God. Yeah. Stop picking PS2 against Steve.
No, PS2 against Steve is definitely not ideal.
I know he won game 1 there. I know he did, but don't do it. It's just so good for Steve.
It is definitely tough. We'll see what Hyperkirby elects to go for. Thinking about Kalos for some reason. We're hovering our cursor over that direction, and I don't think we're going to go Kalos. Yeah, we're going to go back to PS2.
Unfortunate for Hyperkirby.
I guess there's just not really a better stage that he wants to go to at this time.
It's possible this is what he prepared for. He's like, all right, I'm going to be counterpicking PS2, and I'm not going to worry about it. But it is, I think, going to be detrimental in the matchup. But we'll see. I mean, every game's a new game, right? Yeah. There's always more Smash to be played.
It's definitely not out of the realm of possibility. Hyperkirby is not done yet, that's for sure. Mining in the corner is Onin. Gets that weak hit jab, finding a nair. 29%. See, that's what I mean. Like, sometimes Roy gets 50, but other times he gets only 29.
What? You're saying that Steve might deal more damage than Roy? I don't believe that. That's not a world I want to live in.
I might be saying that. Wow, we just barely made that back. Luckily for Hyperkirby, able to magnet hand towards the ledge. And relatively even here. Onin trying to come right through, gets the grab, looking for the mine cart, going a little bit aggressive. Makes the iron tool.
Wow, rebuild iron tools was actually like a pretty big detriment in this spot, which means he lost a lot of his iron. So, yeah, gonna be forced to, contest with no minecart, no anvil for a short period of time.
I don't think he's too worried about it, as I see him chopping the air with that up tilt. Walking right on in, Hyperkirby. Going to the safety of the platform, finds a grab for his troubles and sharking right through. The cross-up back air, even though it was parried, there was no punish to be had from Onin.
Yeah, Onin opting for a sword fair instead of an up tilt. I think if you went parry up tilt there, you get a kill confirm, but regardless, still going to be able to get away from that relatively unscathed. And the up tilts on shield are enough. Let's see what the damage looks like. 54% plus a minecart for good measure.
Yeah, an added bonus.
Yeah, prognosis not great for Hyperkirby at the moment.
Yeah, that 54% is just so consistent for Onin as well. I feel like he gets it every time, no matter what. Seems like you're just starting the game at 54, no matter what you do. Hyperkirby reeling on this left side, gets the punish, but no sweet hit, unfortunately. But sometimes the sour hit leads to a sweet.
First it's sour,
then it's sweet. Sour Patch Kids. Anyways, we're going to lose our stock, though. That sweet hit of back air definitely going to connect for Onin.
Oh, there's no sour on Steve. It's all sweet. Oh, and going for some jabs onto the block. Good SDI up to get out of that spot.
Great tech.
Yeah,
fantastic from Hyperkirby.
So needed.
Definitely needed. Finding a nair out of shield, and this is when it's really hard to fight Steve because you're down. It's not quite over yet, but you're trying to aggress onto a Steve who just wants you to come into him.
Right, and you make one mistake, you die.
And there it is.
Like that. And the Steve has to mess up like 30 times in a row for you to win that set. It's a tough one, but hey, honestly, Hyperkirby getting that game 1 is really impressive against Onin. Like Onin is a top tier player. Yeah. Like no question about it.
Solid win from Onin there over Hyperkirby, but like you talked about, Hyperkirby rather looked pretty good. It just couldn't close it out. That was the problem. I felt like Onin's adaptation was a little bit better in that regard. Like after game 1, he was like, all right, I got to change up the game plan a little bit. Yeah.